You see, we all been taught this hood way like it's the way we supposed to live. Like we supposed to ignore the rich way and skip to the hood way. Well, fuck the hood way, I want the rich way. The hood way or the rich way. You want the hood way or the rich way. You want the hood way or the rich way. Hood way or the rich way. The hood way noodles, that's cool and all. Rich way got the steaks, I want the steaks and all. Hood way or the rich way. Hood way driving buckets.
The show about to start. Get your water ready. Tighten up.
It's your boy Prezi Presidential Talent Group is the label. Ooh, Echo! I got like 30 million calls saying, where's the ooh, Echo? Where's the what? The spackle waggle? They want to, I'm like, listen, fam, I'm here to give y'all the information. I'm no character, all right? Now, when shit come naturally, it's going to come naturally, but I ain't going to just like character, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You feel me? Like, nah. So if it's naturally there, it's gonna be there. But I can't just come on some clown shit and be like, "Oh, it gotta be a reason to use it." You know what I'm saying? And then I don't just like sit there and think of words like, "Oh, I'm gonna think of a word." The shit come naturally. You know what I'm saying? But episode 63, get your water out. Make sure you got something to write with, because you know I'm coming with the wait. Hey, come with the sauce for you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get zooted. You know what I'm saying? Like zooted. I didn't think of that. It came naturally, you know? Yesterday we talked about rehabilitation. Today, I absolutely know how to type. We're going to be talking about dedication, episode 63, dedication. Let's jump right on that. Okay, let me get an ooh. I got to get right today. That's why I got a headache. You ain't drinking enough water. Okay, let's jump right on in. 10 principles. I'm going to give you the why, when, where, how, and why should you do it and why shouldn't you. Okay. Now, let's get it though. 1, define your North Star. What's that? Pin down a clear, meaningful purpose you're dedicating yourself to. Okay, a lot of us, once upon a time, is just moving wildly. You know what I'm saying? What's your purpose? Where are you going next week? Y'all just going with no plan, no purpose. You just dedicated to going. I'm at the club, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I don't got no plan. I don't got no goals. I don't got no money. They all go together. Okay, define your North Star. What is it? Pin down a clear, meaningful purpose you dedicated yourself to. Why? Dedication needs direction. Without a North Star, effort can feel unfocused or temporary. Remember that? And it was like, that was it. It was over it. Temporary feeling. You want to chase the dream. You want to chase the goal. You want to chase the purpose. When you living in your dream, goal, and purpose on your journey, you don't even realize you on the journey. You don't even realize you at work. You don't even realize I get paid for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling at the bar at the crib. I'm at work though, getting paid. Am I really at work? Make sure you're paying attention. Write that down. Show up daily. Some of y'all just showing up, but you ain't even showed up. You there, but you not there. Whether it's work, relationship, job, anything. You at home, just at home. Your girl don't even want you to be there. Hey, you can't even oil change. You don't know how to use a saw. You just alive. Come on, my buddy. Show up daily. What does that mean? Commit to showing up for your goal every single day, even when motivation dips. Now listen, Calgons. Now look, see how that word came? I didn't think of that. Like you're a Calgon right now because of what we're talking about, okay? Now listen, Calgons. When you add consistency to showing up, it just does something to the mixture. You ever tried making a cake without the flour, without the eggs? If you're missing one ingredient, you just got a pile of splat. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you do it right. So show up daily. And what is it? Commitment, showing up for your goal every single day, even when motivation dips. Now, listen, Calgons. That's where I left off. You think that I want to be here talking to you, Calgons? I mean, today, a lot of stuff could have happened where my motivation just don't want to be here for you, Calgon. But guess what? This is my job. This is my purpose. This is what God told me to do. And wait a second. Hold on, let me take it. Hold on. You thought I wasn't going to mention God in this episode, didn't you? Woo-wee. See right there? Remember, God sent me on purpose. So right here is my little segment of mentioning God in every episode because, those demons will try to come. So I make sure I mention them so the demons know they ain't welcome here. But back to what I was saying. When you're on your purpose with God, you're going to know because everything going to go smoothly. You're going to go outside with the enemies and you ain't scared because you covered. You know what I'm saying? So show up daily when your motivation dips. Like I could have not been motivated to make this today, but this is my job and I get paid for it. I got a duty and a due diligence on my journey. Got to stay focused, y'all. Okay, no matter what. When you got your due diligence on your journey, got to do it. No matter what, okay? Why? Consistency builds momentum and trust in yourself. Small daily actions beat sporadic bursts. Over with. Sporadic bursts. You want love. You want something there that you can have a baby with. You know what I'm saying? And be there. You get what I'm saying? You don't want that over with. Sporadic. Over. Gone. Over. You want something to be here. Hold me. You know what I'm saying? Guys on the saying they want to be held too. You know what I'm saying? So consistency builds momentum and trust in yourself. I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all don't trust yourself. Give yourself $100 and let me see you at the end of the day. See how much y'all are. You don't trust yourself, so you have to hide money from yourself. Okay. 3, do small things repeatedly, over. Over with. No, not that one. Okay. You go to the gym, you got to do small things repeatedly. And then after, 30 days, you're like, oh, I look a little different. You start doing this in the mirror like you retarded or something, Calgon. Do small things repeatedly. What's that, Calgon? Focus on reputable, manageable actions that move you forward. You don't try to, you went to the casino and you hit 50,000. Now your goal to do that every day. And now you broke because you're trying to do something that's unmanageable. Okay, focus here what it says. It says focus on repeatable, manageable actions that move you forward. The goddamn main thing right there is move you forward. If you're doing any action repeatedly or not, and it ain't moving you forward, you might as well Calgon and get took away. Okay, relationship, job, anything. If it ain't moving you forward at your church, why is you even there? Ooh-wee. So why are we doing the small things again? Remind me. Because tiny regular steps compound over time and the big results reinforcing your dedication. The whole episode is about dedication. How do you reinforce dedication? By doing the small things that you don't even realize built me this big old mansion with the bar up in it. Bar talk from the ooh-wickle. See how the ooh-wickle came? You can't force that in there. You gotta you gotta get it up in there. 4, build rituals that shield focus. Now, you hear rituals, you're like, hold on, player. But it ain't what you think it is. Even church, when you do a communion, that's considered like a ritual, whatever. Anything that you repeatedly do is like a ritual. So build rituals that shield focus. What's that you say, Calgon? I got you. Create routines and boundaries that protect your time and energy. Listen, what it said, when you're creating your routine, when you're creating your boundary, and making sure that it protects your time and energy. That means if you like, hold on, so you trauma dumping on me, this don't protect my time and energy. You got to get on about my life. You got to stay focused on a plan. And if a person, if a job, if a subject doesn't protect your energy, doesn't align with your goals, doesn't do what's supposed to do in your journey, then got to go the other way. Okay. Now, why is that, Calgon? Rituals reduce decisions fatigue and keep you aligned with your commitment when distractions loom. Meaning, when you're repeatedly doing something over and over, you exercising in your boom, they start shooting. You don't even get, I'm on my right. That's them shooting next door. You stay focused, okay? Usually, you ain't doing the ritual. You're like, let me go see what was going on. You start staying to your business and staying to your own god dang plan. 5, embrace the long game. Ooh-wee. What's this? See dedication as a marathon, not as a sprint. That's what's wrong with y'all. You getting up, boom, running out the gate. He's tired in 3, 2, over with. This is a marathon. You gotta pace yourself, pace myself, Out the gate, everybody laughing at me because I'm just like, Calgon, take me away. And then you sprinting. About a mile up, I passed old boy back there on my jogger wall. You gotta make sure that you know what you gotta pace yourself when it comes to this thing here called life. So embrace the long game. What is it? See dedication as a marathon, not a sprint. Make sure you're pacing yourself. Why? Meaningful change requires time, patience, and perseverance. Sustained effort when results take longer to appear. You'll stay focused, even though I don't see the end yet. My muscles are still normal, but you're still in the gym. You still didn't give up. You're still going. That's what this is about. Okay. 6, welcome setbacks as springboards. A lot of y'all get set back and you're crying in the goddamn car. I look at a setback like, ooh, wickle. I'm excited to see where the heck did I go wrong. Let me check what blew up. You there with the flashlight looking at the explosion. Ooh, the wire's right there, bub. That's where I went wrong. Get her rewired on up, pal, and try her again. Okay? Failure is success. So welcome setbacks and springboards. What is that? Reframe failures as obstacles, as opportunities. Okay? So learn and strengthen resolve. Okay? You learn, you strengthen, and you resolve. You learn that the wire was loose. You strengthen the wire, and you resolve the goddamn problem. That's what failure does. So when you fail, analyze the failure and see, now it's a success. Okay? Why? Resilience deepens dedication. How you respond to setbacks often determines your future setbacks. Are you exploding? What do they call that when you poor sportsmanship? You're mad because you lost, so now you're angered and you did something that got you called out for 2 games. Now they lost for 2 games because they needed you, but you wasn't there because you sporadically couldn't control your goddamn anger. Yeah, okay. So that's why resilience deepens dedication on how you respond to setbacks. I even look at failure like this. You say it blew up there? Let it on dry on out with the smoke and go on in there with the flashlight and check the wires, pal. And that's how, when you respond like that, failure is success. Okay. 7, practice deliberate with feedback. Practice deliberately with feedback. What is it? Exactly. What is it? Engage in purposeful practice with clear goals and honest feedback. If you want honest feedback, give honest feedback. Don't be like, oh, we're all just hating on you. A lot of y'all haters. Be ready for feedback and be ready to give feedback. But understand, you don't got to accept feedback as they're all, do all, know all. Just understand the feedback. If one person says you're stinking, 17 people say it. Everybody's not hating stinky. Holy Buckolican cow god. You'll be all right. Okay, so why? Mastery grows from targeted improvement, not mindless repetition. Y'all this not doing you nothing in the gym. You repeatedly did some stupid shit. Okay? Mindless repetition, goofball. Mastery grows from targeted. Pow, pow, pow. Hit him in the head every time. Targeted practice. Listen, no, don't get me. See, I started refraining from calling my names. I felt like it was bad. Some people was like, I feel like a goofball when you said that. So I've seen a couple unfollows here and there. Listen, if the snow black, don't call it white. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, forge accountability and community. What is it? Surround yourself with people who hold you to your commitments and support your growth. Now let's stop here. If your people not asking you what happened to that job you was gonna get, what happened to the savings you was gonna do, you said that you was gonna start a business months ago. You talking the same stuff in circles. Don't be letting them just talk around and talk the same goals for 30 years. Start calling them out. Like, you've been saying you was gonna be a doctor since. Are you too old to be a doctor? Call them out on their nonsense. Don't let them just sit there and gaslight their goddamn self. Okay, now what's that? Surround yourself with people who hold you to your commitment and support your growth. So they want to hold you accountable and support. Like, bro, you said you're gonna lose weight and you eating Hot Pocket. Eat that Hot Pocket and let them be mad at you. Okay, why? Accountability and shared purpose amplify consistency and sustain momentum. Meaning, when you saying, my man, I ate your Hot Pocket because you said you was losing weight. Okay, when you got two people reminding you to go, it's easier for you to stay on a goddamn path. Okay, 9, rest smartly for sustainability. Rest smartly. You see that? Couldn't just tell you rest because you go to sleep for rest. Goddamn. Rest smartly for sustainability. What's that? Prioritize rest, recovery, and pacing to avoid burnout. Now, key word there is prioritize. Know when to rest, know how to rest, know how much to rest. You got to know all this. You know your body. And when you do that, you avoid burnout. When you avoid burnout, they like, so you just Obama every single day? Like you just today, tomorrow, and you just the same whole, how you doing? You don't look burned out because you got this figured out. 10, celebrate milestones and recalibrate. My favorite thing, always celebrate milestones. You got to know that you was LeBron. You got to know that you was a Kobe. You got to know that you was a DMX. Somebody got to celebrate. So celebrate. Don't always go drinking unless it's water. Okay. But celebrate. Okay. That. Celebrate milestones and recalibrate. The recalibrate part is you got to recalibrate. You got to reset. You got your shirt on, and the last time you looked at it was cool, but it's sideways now. You got to go in the mirror and recalibrate from the inside out, from your soul to your heart to your spirit. Why? Recognition fuels motivation, keeps you engaged, and ensures your effort stays aligned with your goals. Episode 63, that line right there, effort aligned with goals. That's a bar right there in itself. If you don't take nothing from episode 63, make sure your effort is aligned with your goals. You're trying to lose weight, but you're going to the gym working your legs out, wondering why you're weighing yourself every day. Nothing's changing. Your effort has to align with your goals. Dedication isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily practice of showing up with purpose, practicing mindfully, and responding, our favorite word, resiliently, to what you encounter. Pick one principle to start this week. Commit to it and observe how your consistency compounds. Good looking on listen. You know what I'm saying? Join me on the next episode. Okay, if you like to tell me which principle you embracing, you know what I'm saying, be my guest and do that. But this is episode 63, and this is about dedication. In anything in life, you got to be dedicated. If you want to get pregnant, that one Calgon ain't gonna work, Calgon. You're gonna need a couple of Calgon. Application for a job, you did one application that said, then why they wanted to hire me? You gotta have dedication. You gotta have consistency. You gotta make sure what you're dedicating consistency to is aligned with your goals, purpose on your journey. Episode 63. You ain't learned nothing. Learn that this is the place where you need to be daily, taking in some game. Okay, we headed to 400,000 views. I appreciate the listeners. I appreciate the viewers. YouTube hating on your boy. They said you done came in with 500,000 joints in 60 days. So they done slowed up the views. So I need y'all to tell your grandma, tell your grandpa, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Keep liking the shorts. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to comment, cool. Just stay here. Keep doing your thing. It's your boy Prezi. Presidential Talent Group is the label. Bar Talk from the Crib, episode 63.